quarter over the contracted weight. He wasn't asked to lose the weight. Instead, he was fined. Lots of left. The good news, 6 of Harris's 15 most recent opponents have been southpaws. The bad news, 2 of them, Koba Gogoladze and Johnston, beat him. And tough timing. It's been only 3 months since Harris got beaten up by then streaking lightweight contender Urbano Antillon. This is a rough spot for a comeback, Nick.
But a comeback it is, and a must-win. Obviously, the setup story for our ShoBox main event, Marvin Quintero faces Tyrone Harris in a 10-round junior lightweight main event. Back now to ring announcer Mark Lichtenfeld.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Pechanga Resort Casino here in Temecula, California for ShoBox, the new generation. All of tonight's action is brought to you by Gary Shaw Productions in association with Patrick Ortiz Ringside Ticket, Pechanga Resort Casino, and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Chairman Tim Noonan, Interim Executive Officer Dave Thornton. Your judges at ringside, Lou Filippo, Alejandro Roshin, and Fritz Werner. And your referee in charge of the action is Raul Caiz Jr. All right, boxing fans, this is your ShoBox main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the junior lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing the black trunks, he weighed in at 132 1/4 pounds. His record stands at 23 wins, 5 losses, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Lansing, Michigan, Tyrone Fists of Fury Harris. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the brown with gold. He weighed in at 131 pounds and enters the ring with a record of 16 wins, 1 loss, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. From Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, he is Marvin El Cachorro Quintero.
Fighter chief second only, please. Fighter chief second only. Mouthpiece. Let's go, Quintero. Protector. All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room. You know what's expected of you. Good, clean fight. Ya recibieron las instrucciones. Sabe que una pelea limpia. Legal punches, here on up. Los golpes legales, aquí están. Touch gloves, good luck to both of you. Buena suerte los dos.
Harris is best when he's fighting on the outside, and that 6-inch reach advantage could be a key, but only if his struggle to make weight didn't sap him of a lot of his strength.
And once again, our main event unified rules are in effect here in California. No standing 8, no 3 knockdown. Referee or doctor can stop the fight. Getting ready to go, our junior lightweight ShoBox main event from Temecula, California.
Ready.
Marvin Quintero is red hot and about to emerge. He hopes soon. His trainer says there's plenty of time to be a contender, but he's on a mission to do that, and Tyrone Harris essentially has to save his career, and he's coming out very aggressive, walking towards Quintero. So Harris really sticking the jab, and we must say again, he was life and death to make weight. He didn't make it yesterday, guys.
Let me give you an idea of how dehydrated he was. Immediately after he weighed in, he drank a little bit and he put on 11 pounds. That's amazing.
Okay, Antonio, the effect of that?
Well, I've experienced it myself after the Rocky Balboa movie, so I definitely understand where he's at. But I was just zapped. I just didn't have it that night. I was flat. But that doesn't look like it's happening in this fight.
Well, we've seen Harris start very strongly. He's been a good front runner, and then all of a sudden he caves in. But Quintero right now is starting to go to work offensively.
Don't pull la cabeza. Bring it up, babe.
Amateur experience. Harris, 2000 National Golden Glove champ. Quintero, Pan Am Juniors, but only 42 bouts. And in terms of pro experience, you see no comparison. Harris, even though he turned pro same time as Quintero, a lot more rounds. Quintero has a lot of very early knockouts.
Quintero has not been known for his patience. He had to be more patient in the last ShoBox in May against Wes Ferguson. He went the distance. He had Ferguson down early. But Romulo Quirarte, his trainer, wants him to box more and brawl less. We, as ringside guys, want him to brawl.
Well, if he's going to box more and still get hit, then it's not such a good idea for him to box more.
There you go.
And right now, that's what's happening.
Harris is looking good, Antonio.
Yes, he is. They're exchanging some very heavy leather. So can he keep it up? That's what we'll be looking to see.
We've been looking at Quintero at times and a little bit of a flaw. Sometimes he looks like he's a little square or coming in square. What do you like so far that you've seen from him? It's only 2 minutes in.
Well, he's definitely letting his punches go, and he's thinking a little bit more in there rather than just coming in with reckless abandonment. So he's trying to figure his opponent out. He's definitely going to the body, and he's going to need that to get him out of there tonight.
And Steve, you know, Harris, they want to counter some of that over-aggression they see from Quintero at times, but Harris with some meaningful shots here in the first round.
Well, maybe one of the reasons Harris is coming forward and fighting aggressively is because he knows he can't go 10 if he was drained that badly.
Now Quintero's taking his time, as Antonio said, and he's trying to dial in the offense again. But this is an excellent first round for Harris, as he's gotten Marvin Quintero's respect, I believe.
Stop at the bell, gentlemen. 5 seconds.
End of one. And we've talked about the southpaw versus southpaw issue. Tyrone Harris says, not an issue.
The reason why I like fighting southpaws is just don't have to fight for the jab, you know. And with the right-hander, you do. You have to fight with the jab. You have to make sure it's constant. But, you know, that's basically it, you know. But just like me, like fighting southpaws.
The first half of the first round belonged totally to Tyrone Harris. He was much more aggressive than perhaps Quintero expected him to be. Punching in combination, Harris is a quick starter, as Nick mentioned. Second half of the round, much better for Quintero. There you see an overhand lead left hand, but Harris took it well. Harris's problem is not the first round. It's been the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds.
Let's go.
Nick Charles, Steve Farhood, Antonio Tarver, ringside in Temecula, California. Our ShoBox main event. A junior lightweight matchup. Marvin Quintero on the left, and the other southpaw is Tyrone Harris, who really needs to put rounds in the bank early. Harris blew through the inferior opposition earlier in his career, as is often the case. He feels he's always got a puncher's chance. We haven't seen that power come out in him in a while. But he's moving with intent, slipping punches there, and Quintero is trying to figure him out.
Well, go ahead, Antonio.
I was just saying that he definitely looked like he has all of the tools, and it's just a shame for a fighter to have that much talent, and then it comes down to conditioning and just focus. I mean, once he gets right, he probably can be one of the top fighters in his weight class.
What I don't understand right now is Quintero's approach. I really don't. He's in with a fighter who could be severely weakened from the weight loss, and he's boxing and moving. It's not what he does best. I know his trainer wants him to be a more well-rounded fighter. I just don't feel that this is the opponent where he should be trying to expand his abilities.
Well, it could become academic, but who'd you give the first round to?
I gave it to Harris.
So did I.
Yeah, I thought he did just enough. The second half of the round was definitely stronger for Quintero.
And Quintero runs into a shot there. He was restless. His hands were down, and Harris timed him with a beautiful left hand.
Good shot.
Quintero, the little stutter step in, he hangs his chin out, and Harris failed to find it.
Quintero will throw in combination.
Neither fighter has done much body punching. Quintero on the left, and in the black is Tyrone Harris, who takes those shots on the gloves, trying to create some fresh angles, and he punches together with Quintero, so Harris has really gotten Quintero's respect. Quintero trying to feint Harris into a mistake. Instead, he eats 2 jabs.
2 great jabs that came from Harris, and I think he's going to try to press his will a little bit here.
There's a body shot from Quintero. Now Quintero in the combat zone.
Good body shot by Harris.
You know, we talked about Harris looking to counterpunch. Harris, watch when he throws punches, he brings his gloves back very low, so he could be countered as well.
Yeah, you know, I liked his hand speed.
And there it is.
It just happened. I liked his hand speed before, but he really does seem to fall off a cliff as tough rounds move on. So we will see the second of a scheduled 10 rounder. Right over the top, the left hand by Harris. Another close round and a brisk one here in Temecula, our ShoBox main event.
¿Necesitamos más inteligencia y más viveza?
More intelligent. How does he punch? How do you feel?
Necesitamos dominarlo más y fintar siempre, entrar. Y ahorita lo pusiste muy bien. Pero antes de aventar, tienes que fintar definitivamente porque nos está tratando de campear. ¿Okay? ¿Cómo siente la pegada?
How did you feel his punches?
Es muy importante, muy importante.
It's very important for you to keep moving.
No se aviente al golpear, es muy importante que no se aviente al golpear, ¿ok? Otra vez.